So hello, everybody. And again, once again, as you guys are jumping on, if you will put in the chat where you're tuning in from and who invited you to the event tonight, that's going to be very important to the person that invited you a little later on. But I'm so excited that somebody took the time to invite you to this event tonight. This could be, you know, a half hour that could change your life forever. I am Melissa Adams. I am from the great state of Georgia. I have been doing the Xyngular program for about 5 years, and I love every single day. Not only that it's helped me, but that I get to help other people become the best versions of themselves. And I didn't start off wanting to be this person that's talking to you, but when this changed my life, it's like a lot of the people you're going to hear from tonight. You can't help but tell people, because when you're like me and you've tried everything, including gastric bypass surgery, and that doesn't work, and you gain the weight back from that, then you're pretty much come to a place where you really truly believe that nothing is going to work. And I certainly didn't think this little blue box that arrived at my house was going to be the thing that changed my life. But the lady that told me about it told me 29 times before I said yes. And my biggest regret is not saying yes that first time and missing that whole first couple of months that I could have changed my life then. So I ended up losing 12.5 pounds and 11 inches in 8 days. And I lost a total of right around 50 pounds, have kept that off for over 5 years now. Feel absolutely amazing. The weight was fantastic, but what I wasn't expecting is all the health benefits I got from it. I no longer have to lay on the couch with a bag of peas in the dark on my head and just have that downtime for a couple of days. I don't have to walk the steps sideways like I used to. I used to have to take them one at a time sideways, and then I'd have to turn halfway through and go down the other, the rest of the steps, because my knees hurt so bad. I don't have to do that anymore. I'm able to get down in the floor and play with my grandbabies, first because I have energy. And if you've ever been around a 2.5-year-old, oh Lord Jesus, I'm just telling you, holy cow, this is why old people don't have babies, y'all. I'm just saying, because it is just like a tornado. But I have the energy to keep up with him. And then the 1-year-old, that one isn't quite as like chaotic at this point, but I know in another year he will be too, and I will be able to get down on the floor and play with them. And the greatest thing is I can stand up from the floor. I can actually stand up from a sitting position on the floor without having to roll over, crawl over to the couch and push myself up. And that was something that I couldn't do 5 years ago. I mean, and I didn't have grandbabies then, but I could not do that. And that's the biggest difference, the health benefits that I got, more so than the weight ever. I'm so thankful for the weight loss. Believe me, I'm so thankful. I finally found something that helped me get it off and keep it off. But I wasn't expecting being able to sleep better. I wasn't expecting my stress levels to be able to deal with that better. I wasn't expecting all the inflammation to be sucked out of my body and not have those aches and pains. I wasn't expecting the energy, and I wasn't expecting, all of the other things that this did. And I'm so, so thankful every single day that I found this. But I'm also thankful every single day that I have the opportunity to share it with other people. Just a couple of, I guess it's been about a month now. I worked in the same industry for 28 years. And after 2 years doing this and sharing it with people, I was able to walk away from a 28-year career in corporate America. And about a month ago, the owner of the company, we still stay in touch, and I'm still friends with all of them, but he called me. And after 35 years in business, they had to shut their doors because of the things that are going on. And 153 people lost their jobs. And I was not one of them, because I had walked away. And I have the security in this, that this is the greatest company I've ever been a part of. It's a faith-based company, and they love their people, and they stand behind their products. And, just because I share what I have, it has given me the finances that I don't have to worry, about the company closing. I was able to just sail right through there and just be so thankful that this happened. And again, before we even start, the people that have just jumped on, I see a lot of people jumping on. If you will drop in the chat who invited you and where you're tuning in from, we would greatly, greatly appreciate that. But before we even get started with what the products are, because I know everybody's going, what are they? I want to know what they are, and I want to know what you're doing. I want you to hear from some friends of mine, and I want Jackie Howard. I see Jackie on here. I want Jackie Howard to just unmute yourself and share what this has done for me. She's from Georgia too, and I'm gonna let her tell you where she's from and how long she's been doing this. But her story is amazing, and I got to know her through this company. So Jackie, can you hear me?
Yes, I can
There
hear
you are. Hey, would you mind sharing with us?
Not at all. I would love to. Well, like Melissa said, I'm Jackie, and I'm from Statesboro, Georgia. And I have been on Xyngular now since the end of March, so really about 4 whole months, so not very long. But in December, I had to have major back surgery. And I mean, if you don't know me before, but if you did know me, you would know that I love to exercise. It is my favorite thing to do. And with my back being messed up, I wasn't able to do that. So I felt myself going down pretty deep and getting a little bit sad and getting down in the dumps, putting on the weight, and also my diet was terrible. I would much rather have a Snickers bar back then instead of eating a meal. When I say I eat terrible, I did eat terrible, but in January, I was probably the biggest I've ever been. I was getting close to that 200 mark, 200 pounds on the scale. And I said, for a person that is 5'3", that is way too much. And I felt terrible. And I was probably going to have my knees replaced. And of course, that back surgery that I had to do. But I knew I had to do something. And if I didn't, it was just going to spiral out of control and get worse and worse. So I was watching over the last few months, my friend from high school, really grade school, all the way through high school, Sonia, and she was talking about her wellness plan and what she was doing, and she was loving it. And I said, you know what? Why not? I've tried everything else under the sun. Why not this one too, right? So I did, and Lord, I am so glad I did. I started with the core system on Xyngular, and then I realized I made a huge mistake. Not the mistake of maybe starting too late, waiting for so many months to do it. Who knows, I could have avoided back surgery maybe. So, but I started with the core, and I realized really quick that all these go together, and probably the ultimate system probably would have been the best thing. But the second month I jumped on that ultimate bandwagon and got my blue box too, and I have not looked back since then. I've been continuing the same one. So I'm the type of, I don't know if you are, but I'm the type of person that I need results right away. If I don't, I get so discouraged, and then I tend to fall off a little bit. So every morning, I know this is terrible, and Melissa's probably going to yell at me, but I'm sorry, but I jumped on that scale because I just felt so good. You know how you can wake up and say, I feel skinny today. I'm just going to weigh. So I weighed, and I seen it coming down every single day. So really, that was what I needed, and that's kept me going since that time. I am back to jogging. Just jogged 2 miles today, so I'm back up to my jogging and releasing those endorphins that make me feel so good, and I couldn't have done it without Xyngular. Also, I've always wanted to be a health coach, and I said, you know, this is the perfect time to do that also. So I became a distributor. And but during my weight loss and all that, I went from a size 16 to a size 10. My shorts, my summer shorts from last year were literally falling off, and I've shared that on my page and everything, where I'm down so much, and it's so exciting. But as a distributor, we can help others, and I get to celebrate with them, and that feels great. In my first month, I was able to, I received $800, and I thought, wow, really? Just for selling just for talking about what I love? We don't sell. You do not have to sell this because the product speaks for the self and sells itself. All we do is share that perfect story that we all have and that we all have gone through. So, so since starting, I've been able to supplement my income with about $1,200 to $1,250 a month. And to me, that is not bad. I'm a nurse practitioner, so this is just a side gig. So this is what I do for my extra little money to go shopping with, because you know, when you go from a size 16 to a size 10, you got to break down and go shopping, and that really hurt my feelings. Not. But anyway, so I got to go shopping, and this is gonna buy me some new clothes. And so, like I said, we're just here to support you in any way we can, and we would love you to join. And it is such a great support system and coaching that it's wonderful. I'm so glad I did it. Thank you, Sonia.
Thank you, Jackie, for sharing. I love your story, and I know you're still on your journey, like we all are. So that's fantastic. I'm going to pass this on to one of my dear friends that I met him through this, and we have been able to travel the world together because of this opportunity. And he lives in the great state of West Virginia, not quite as great as Georgia, but you know, probably second best. But he lives in West Virginia. And Stacy Loftus, are you on? I'm on my phone, so I can't see everybody. There he is. Would you go ahead and take over?
Absolutely. Melissa, thank you for putting this together for us. I know we've tag teamed quite a bit on several of these, and we always have a blast doing them. And guys, let me tell you, you are here for two reasons. One, someone has invited you, cared enough to ask you to join us. And the second reason is you're obviously looking into something that is going to work for you, that's going to help you change your life, and maybe more than weight loss. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about, is how this is going to help you with many different things. But before I do, let me give you a little background on myself. I've been with the company for a little over 7 years. My team and I have had the pleasure of helping, I don't know, thousands of people, probably 3,000 or 4,000 on our team. So we've just been blessed to be able to do that and change those lives. I'm also a husband to my amazing wife. We are actually going to be celebrating our 10-year anniversary this year. We have a 2-year-old grandson, and just like Melissa said, 2-year-olds are a handful. They're busy into everything. So having the energy to be able to do that and keep up with him is awesome. And he's here with us this evening, so you may see him dart by. And I've been a police officer for Charleston Police Department for a little over 20 years, looking at retiring soon. So that's a little bit about me. And when I got started with Xyngular, I really was not looking into it. My wife was, and she talked me into giving it a try. I'm very skeptical. I kind of joke with people and say I am personally skeptical and professionally skeptical from being a police officer. So if it sounds too good to be true, I'm one of those people that I just avoid it because there's probably a gimmick or something attached to it. And it turns me off. But this, my wife said, give it a try. She's a nurse. She looked over everything. She said, it looks really good. And when I started, just like Jackie, I had actually some back problems. I had 2 bulging discs in my back. Couldn't work out, couldn't run, couldn't do any of that stuff. And that's how I'd always kept my weight off, was being active. Well, when I couldn't do that anymore, then the weight just started packing on really quick. So I had lost, with this program, without any type of exercise whatsoever, 11 pounds in 8 days. I had never lost 11 pounds in 8 days doing anything. And I've tried a bunch of stuff over the years. Plus, like I said, being active as well, had never lost that much weight that quick. Skepticism goes out the window. I said, okay, I'm going to keep doing this. Fast forward 7 weeks down the road, lost 28 pounds. The overall health of my body started improving. My energy level improved within the first 2 or 3 days. So about 2 weeks into it, I decided to start promoting it, helping people. And the next thing we know, we are going on a lot of trips. Like Melissa said, we have traveled the world together. We have been as far as Dubai together. So if you guys like to travel, this is a great place for you to be, because we have been to a lot of amazing places. On this side of earning an extra income with this, we have a very simple system that we will help you with if it's something you're interested in. We help people take simple steps. Our first goal is always earn your investment back. And then we'll continue taking steps until we reach whatever financial goal that you would like to get out of this. But before I go into how the program works, I've got a couple that are on my team, Jay and Carol Vestal. I'm going to have them unmute themselves. They live in Arkansas, and they've been doing the program for a few months now, and their story is absolutely amazing. They've done this together. So I wanted to ask them to come on as a couple of what this has done for them. So Jay, if you could unmute yourself and tell us your story.
Thanks, Stacy. As you said, I'm Jay, and this is my wife, Carol Vestal, and we're from Hot Springs, Arkansas, and we're getting ready to celebrate 25 years of marriage at the end of this month.
Woohoo! Congratulations.
3 adult boys, and we've got a 14-year-old daughter, and we just recently, 2 months ago, became grandparents for the first time. So that was kind of our why we were doing this. We wanted to get healthy because we want to live a long time and see our grandkids and be a part of their life. But we started on this system back in January, and Carol was extremely excited about it. She'd been bugging me.
Before then.
She'd been bugging me for several months that she wanted to do this. And we lived in West Virginia for 10 years, and that's where our coach is from, Terry Burgess. He's a good friend of ours. And he called me over Christmas break, and he told me his story. He had lost over 40 pounds in 3 months on this system. And it was just incredible. And so I finally gave in. And if I'm going to do something, I'm the type of person that goes all in. And so we went all in, and we bought 2 Ultimates. And in the first 30 days, I lost over 17 pounds and 12 inches. And I'm going to try, nope, I can't share my screen. I was going to show you a picture of before and after, but I lost 17 pounds and about 12 inches. And
I lost 10 pounds and 8 inches.
And since then, I've lost about 40 pounds.
And then I've lost 22 pounds.
And the great thing is we've kept it off. The last 3 months, we've been able to maintain that weight loss. And we're not quite where we want to be. We want to lose a little bit more. So just recently, we ordered 2 more Ignite kits. And we're getting ready to do another 8-day jump start here in a couple of weeks. But besides the weight loss, the non-scale benefits have just been amazing for us. We both had high blood pressure, and we're both now back to normal. Carol was able to get off her medication, and I'm weaning myself off of mine. We both had knee and back pain, which disappeared for us within about 3 days of starting this system. We sleep better at night, we feel more rested, and our energy is through the roof. One of the products we have is called Xing, and that is a must-have every month for both of us. If you decide to get started, if you don't order a kit that already has Xing in it, add it to your order, because you're going to want the energy that comes from Xing.
Yes, it helps out tremendously. And for me, it wasn't just about the weight loss. Like Jay had mentioned, we wanted to get healthy and just feel healthier. And so to see the benefit right away of just being able to sleep better, I noticed right away that like the knee pains, the joint pains and all that started going away. And I'm like, yay, this is fantastic. That's before I'd even lost anything. And so going on, you know, through the program and the system, it's just been tremendous. The weight loss has just been, it's almost like a side, you know, just an addition to, it's a plus. And so on my system, I started adding things that weren't, you know, on the regular order, like part of the kit, right? Yeah. Genesis was one that I started adding, which is for your skin health. I call it the anti-aging. It works fantastic. I mean, I saw a difference in my skin, and my hair it grows like crazy now. I mean, it's been fantastic. And also another one I had added was Shine. I had heard some great things about that from some of the ladies, and I thought, well, you know, I want to try that. And being over 50, that has been a lifesaver. because, you know, some of you ladies, I don't know how old you are, but I think you got to get it. It's like fantastic. And for us ladies that are a little older, it helped with the hot flashes. I mean, I was on it a month, and then after a month, I was like, hallelujah, praise the Lord, because that's the best part of that. And as a matter of fact, I think it was on back order for a little bit, and I'm like, Joe, I need my shine. So, but it's been a great system, and we love it.
Yeah, and I use a product called Prime. That's our men's health formula. It's got zinc and vitamin D and a couple of root extracts in it. And it really helps with men's testosterone levels. And I've noticed a huge difference in my energy taking that product. But about 3 weeks after we started, about the 1st of February, we decided to become sharing partners. And since February, we have helped over 50 people get started on this system. And it is very satisfying to help other people lose weight and be more healthy and feel better. We've averaged a little over $800 a month in income the past 3 months. And our initial goal with the business side of it was to replace Carol's income. She is a kindergarten teacher at a Christian school, which it's more of a ministry than it is a job, but she does make a little bit of money. And she decided this year when we became grandparents that she wanted to retire. And so we needed to replace that little bit of income, and we're almost there. We're almost there in replacing her income. We're hoping to achieve that this month. But our experience has been amazing. We love Xyngular. We're so thankful for the support that we get on a daily and weekly basis from this team. And the training has been incredible. On the business side, you don't have to be a business person to do this. As someone said earlier, these products sell themselves. All you do is share your story and people want to try it. The business model that we have is incredible, and it's easy to duplicate. It's not hard. And Stacy, you've been a great leader, and we would love to have any of you on our team that wants to join us.
Awesome. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. I had not heard all of y'all's stories, so I kind of learned some things about you guys that I didn't know. So that's awesome. And Carol, it won't be long before you'll be retiring, hon. We're definitely going to be making that a goal really soon. So guys, I said I was going to get into what the program is. What we are a 3-part system, and the first thing we focus on is we have a product line that is root and food and plant-based. No kind of chemicals in the products like phentermine or those diet pills. We stay away from that stuff. We want to help people get the right things, the right nutrition in their body, and fill nutritional gaps that your body has. So some of the things we help with that you've heard people mention already is resting better at night, stress. Those 2 things affect your cortisol levels, which causes weight gain or causes the struggle of losing weight. We also help with energy, as you heard. We also help with balancing out hormones for women in a natural standpoint, helping men with testosterone. So many different things, and it works from the inside out. You actually start feeling better sometimes before the weight even starts coming off. Okay, it's really crazy how that works. But we also are a company that has award-winning products, award-winning packages, and the company itself has won several awards. We have a 45-day, 100% money-back guarantee. If you are not happy with the program for any reason, does not matter. The 45-day, 100% money back guarantee is there for you. It's like a safety net. Now, I'm thinking you probably won't need it because our program has a 94% success rate. There's no other program out there that can say that they have a 94% success rate. Absolutely amazing. So what we do is we figure out which kit is going to be the best for you. I know you've heard several people talk about different kits. Get with the person who invited you to figure out which kit is going to match you and your goals the best. Okay, we have many different starting options. So that's the first thing. The second thing is we help you learn how to change your lifestyle is the best way to put it. We have meal plans that's going to teach you how to eat, teach you when to eat. If you're on vacation or if you're at a party, to be able to enjoy yourself, but not necessarily just sabotage yourself as well. And by doing that, getting those right things in your body along with the products, that's just going to help you get everything balanced out and help you make that lifestyle change. Okay, this is not a quick fix. This is not a traditional diet. This is truly based on a lifestyle change. So the third thing is the support. And you've heard people talk about the support you get with this. You're going to have personal coaching from the person who brought you in and helped you get started. You're not even going to have them. You're going to have their whole team of people. You're going to be put in a team coaching group to where there's, I know in ours, there's probably 20 to 30, if not more, coaches in there that are monitoring that page constantly. If you have a question, you can drop the question in there within minutes. Someone's jumping in to help you. Plus, corporate gives you support as well. They have their own Facebook pages for coaching. And we also have this little tool called Xyngular that works through the text messaging system of your phone that helps you stay on track throughout the day, because we all get busy. We all live busy lives, and sometimes we go hours and hours and hours without eating and putting anything in our body just because we get busy and don't think about it. That's one of the worst things that you can actually do for your body. Your body needs the food as fuel to burn the fat and to give you the energy. So that's our 3-part system. And I'm getting ready to turn this over to Melissa Corvin. She is a platinum executive with us. I know that doesn't really mean a whole lot to you guys, but it means that she has helped a whole lot of people. That's pretty much what that boils down to. So Melissa, are you on here?
I am. Hey, Stacy, thank you so much for
Yes,
explaining that so well.
And Melissa, we've traveled the world together. We were in Dubai together a couple of years ago. So
We did.
It's really neat how we can all connect with this company, build friendships that last a lifetime, and partnerships that we can come together and team up and help people with this program. So Melissa, I'm going to turn this over to you and let you talk about the next part.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Stacy. So Stacy did talk about our amazing program and the food plan and the support and our supplements. But you know what? Also, I want to touch on, and Jay touched on it a little bit, is our referring membership. Okay. And so our referring membership does exactly what Stacy said. Our first goal is to help you get amazing results on our products. But our second goal is for you to never pay for them again. So I'm going to share a little bit about me and my story. Just like Stacy said, my name is Melissa Corbin, and I live in Texas. And I do have some team out there towards Tennessee. So I partnered up with Melissa Adams, doing some events and things in person when we were able to. But now we're partnering and doing some different things online. And that's what I love about this so much, is it's about the relationships. Life is about the quality of the relationships that you have. And we have made friends all over the world, all over the country, but it's because of this amazing program. And so when you're a referring member, then you actually get kickbacks back from our company for other people that you refer that get started on the products and on the systems and kits. And so over the last 6 years, I've actually been involved with Xyngular almost 6 years. I was trying to add it up, but I believe I've gotten paid close to 2,000 times. Yes, I've gotten paid almost 2,000 times. And I was a banker prior to Xyngular, and I got paid every other week. So that's a big difference, I'll tell you that. I also had to deal with corporate America and all of the different restrictions and the boxes that they put you in and the limitations. And that was tough because I love to be a free spirit. I like to have flexibility. I like to be able to, if I wanted to, you don't even know, we're on Zoom. You don't know if I have pants on right now. No, I'm just kidding, I do. But we have so much freedom and flexibility when you're doing your own business, right? You can do things from video, you can do things on your own timing versus corporate, where I was really strict on what I had to do when I had to be there. And I was actually in management. So not only did I have my expectations, but I had to make sure everybody else met theirs. And that puts a lot of pressure on you too. But I traded that in after I became a referring member with Xyngular. And my first, I really didn't take it serious at first because it is so simple, you guys. It is so easy. And it's so simple. You can honestly do it almost in your sleep. But I just started sharing my story. And before I knew it, I had 5 people reach out to me, 10 people, 70 people within just a few days and weeks. And I helped a few people get started on our products that paid for mine. And then the next month, a few more, and the next month, a few more. And what I realized after about 3 months in this, and I had made about $1,800 extra, first and foremost, that Christmas, it was 2014, I didn't have to use the credit cards. And as a banker and a finance person, that's a big deal. Because I don't know about you, but we had a lot of months where there was more month than there was money. And so when I wasn't having to use my credit card at the end of the month, and that extra $1,800 made a big difference, I thought, there's something to this because it was so simple and easy. So I decided I would be serious about it and share what I was doing with other people, but teach them how our simple program works when they got started on the products and how to share their stories. And so I did that. And in 2015, I helped over 20 people get their products paid for. And actually a number of them went on to make over 4 figures a month, so over $1,000 a month. But that year I made almost $75,000, you guys. And that was wow, because that changed our financial future. We were able to pay off a lot of debt that we had incurred. And I was able to walk away from my job as a banker. Plus I was able to spend that time with my kids. And I had the freedoms that I was talking about. I was able to implement those. At that time, my kids were 5 and 1. Now they are 10 and 6. And so it has completely changed our life. What's so simple about this too is you can do it all over your cell phone. How many of you guys have a cell phone? Probably everybody out there. You might even be on your cell phone right now. You don't have to have any overhead. You don't have to carry an inventory. You just use the product that you would be using yourself every single month, and you are able to get the kickbacks from the company, and it can continue to go on and on because people find things that they love. Just like you heard from Jay and his wife, they had some stuff they didn't want to do without, right? And so that's what's happened. And over the course of the last almost 6 years, I've been able to touch and affect almost 25,000 people, and me and my team have, and I've actually made almost $2 million. And I pinch myself looking back because it has been so simple. And I'm here to tell you guys, if a girl could go from, when we were starting off, my husband and I got married very young. We were 18 and 21, and we were starting off, we had to literally use the credit card just to make it through the end of the month. And we started out having that debt over our head. And so many of our young people these days are in those positions too. But I've been able to, with this, not only be able to get out of debt, but I've been able to see how it takes all those stresses off of other people too. And I've seen it with my other friends that I've been able to help change their lives. And that is definitely why I continue to do this. But it's the quality of the relationships, because you can really help somebody change their life from the inside out, giving them just that extra money to be able to get their products paid for, or have some extra money at the end of the month so that they can pay their bills, whether it's gas or groceries or whatever it may be. So I really want you guys to think a little bit about some of the possibilities, because you, just like Stacey said, you're watching this because something piqued your interest, and you may not realize why or what you need right now, but you may have something right there in the back of your brain. So I'm going to turn it over to Melissa Adams, and she's going to talk a little bit about possibly you getting started and what we might have for you tonight. So thank you guys so much for letting me be on.
Hey, thank you so much, Melissa. I love your story and I love you. And I'm so thankful that because of this company, I was able to form that relationship with both you and Stacey and get to travel. How much fun is that? So just like you've heard tonight, you've just heard people's stories. That's all it is. And my friend and all of our friends that you've heard from tonight, Jana Bullard says it best. Your story could be the key to unlock someone else's prison. And that's why we share, because I was in a dark place when I found this. And I know that there's a lot of other people that were just like me. And so we just want you to be the best version of yourself as you can be. And the weight matters, you know, not just on the outside, but on the inside, because it affects your health. And we want you to be healthy. We want you to have a long life. We want you to be able to do the things that you want to do with your kids and your grandkids. And we want you to be here for a long time. So, and the thing that Melissa was talking about, we don't want you to have to pay for it. We want you to be financially stable as well. The two biggest epidemics in our country right now is health and finances, and we can help you with both. So you have a $35 decision to make when you order your system. Just like Jackie said, you know, we'll start you. The person that invited you will start you where you can. We will find the system to fit your needs and your budgets and your budget. But my recommendation is that ultimate system. You cannot go wrong with that. Like Stacy had said, that is a 94% success rate on that. And if you want to lose the weight fast and you want to have your those fast results with your energy and your sleep and everything else that provides, then that's the system you want to go with. But again, the person that invited you can help you find your fit, because we want to make sure that money's not an issue with anyone starting. And then if it is, you definitely need the opportunity that we have. So you have that $35 decision to make. $35 for the entire year will give you your own referral links to where you can help people share your story, because as soon as you sign up, you have a story, because you were somewhere and you've made a decision to change your life. So you have a story as soon as you order that box. So for $35 more, you have those referral links to where you can share your story and somebody will help you. That's the most beautiful thing. You do not have to know anything. All you have to do is just listen to the person that is going to be your coach, and they will tell you exactly how to do it. Like Melissa said, it is so easy. So the person that invited you, that is who's going to help you figure out what you need. Get back with them as soon as it's over. Actually, comment here and say, I'm in. I want to change my life. I want to be a better version of me. And that person's going to contact you, find which system will work best for you. And again, if you have not dropped your name in the chat, do that now. So if you get started tonight, the first 5 people that get started with that blue box, they are going to get a free product. Well, they are going to get a free product with your system. So as soon as you order, make sure that you say, text Melissa, or Stacy, so that they know, and that we'll make sure we're going to give you that free product. We're going to get that out to you. And Stacy, I'm going to let you jump on really quick and tell us who won the $50 that you guys have all been commenting, who invited you. Well, this is how this works. Last week we did one of these too, and all of the guests from last week are back this week. I see a lot of you, and you've invited your friends. So whoever invited the most people that joined tonight is going to earn $50 cash. So next week, when we have another one next Thursday night, you can invite all of your friends and you can get in that running for that $50. Stacy, are you on here? Can you hear me?
Yep, I forgot to mute myself.
Okay, who won tonight?
Well, here's the thing. I have a 3-way tie between 3 of my team members, Katie Jones, Jay Vestal, who y'all just heard from, and Jessica Parks. So I'm going to get with the team, and we're going to do a tiebreaker this evening after this. So it's going to be one of those 3.
Oh, that'll be good. I love tiebreakers. Let me know what you do. That's fun. So again, my challenge to you is let your faith be bigger than your fear. I know it's scary. I know that you're skeptical. I know that, you know, this is a big investment, but you're worth that investment. And just so you know, if your car broke down, if your cell phone broke down, if your air conditioner broke right now, you would find a way to fix it. Well, if you're overweight, if you have health issues, you're broke. You need to fix you, because this is the only body that we have to live out the rest of our days. So I would challenge you, get with the person that invited you, say I'm in, and then let us get out that free product to you. And we hope you have a fantastic night. God bless you all. We'll see you next week.